didn't leave his opponent much. But Xintong...
Tong to the left corner.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Oh. Well...
One.
I'm not saying precocious, but a highly aggressive choice.
Oh, it's outrageous. It's fraught with danger. But he's knocked it in. Well, there's no answer to that. Nothing any player can do about that.
The snooker world was stunned when Zhao Xintong captured the 2025 World Snooker Championship. His victory marked a historic moment as he became the first Asian player to win the prestigious tournament. Not only that, he's also the first amateur to lift the trophy at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield. The 28-year-old defeated three-time champion Mark Williams 18-12 in the final, completing a remarkable journey. His triumph didn't go unnoticed back home. An estimated 150 million people in China watched the final, more than double the entire UK population. Zhao walked away with a hefty £500,000 prize for his victory. But as we'll see, this might just be the beginning of his financial journey in the sport. "This is like a dream," Zhao told the BBC after his win. "I can't believe it. There was big pressure and big nerves. I knew if I missed he could come back quickly. I was so nervous tonight. Mark is still a top player and put me under so much pressure. He's the best." His rise to the top hasn't been without controversy. Let's look at how this snooker sensation got started and what makes his lifestyle so fascinating. Born April 3, 1997, in Xi'an, China, Zhao later moved with his family to Shenzhen. He's the only child of Zhao Xiaowei and Wen Anxiao, who both work in the same hospital. His introduction to snooker came early. At just 8 years old, he became fascinated by snooker tables set up outside stores near his home. As his passion grew, he convinced his parents to put a table in their house, turning one room into his personal practice area. His parents initially had other plans for him. They hoped he would pursue academics rather than sports. In a 2015 documentary titled Becoming Ding Junhui, Zhao's mother recalled a pivotal conversation. She said, "I asked him, when you've finished university, what job will you do?" He said, "Play snooker." He said it very firmly. He didn't need to think about it. That determined response changed everything. His parents decided to fully support his snooker ambitions. Grateful for their backing, Zhao once stated, "I'm the luckiest kid in the snooker world." The documentary also featured high praise from an unexpected source. The father of Chinese snooker pioneer Ding Junhui called Zhao his favourite player and described him as a rare talent. These early endorsements hinted at the potential that would later captivate the snooker world. By his teenage years, Zhao was already turning heads. He began beating professional players in exhibition matches, including Mark Williams, whom he would later defeat in the World Championship final. Following the path of many Chinese players, Zhao moved to Sheffield, England, the spiritual home of snooker. He trained at Victoria's Snooker Academy, run by his future manager, Victoria Shi. The academy sits just a 10-minute walk from the Crucible Theatre, where he would eventually make history. Recognizing his enormous potential, Shi asked snooker legend Ronnie O'Sullivan to mentor the young talent. O'Sullivan agreed, spending time practicing and dining with Zhao, sharing his knowledge and experience. O'Sullivan's praise couldn't have been more enthusiastic. In 2022, he said, "He could be the greatest of all time with his talent, his ability. I always say he's Roger Federer with a snooker cue in his hands." Nicknamed the Cyclone, Zhao quickly established himself with his extraordinary shot-making ability and composed demeanour at the table. His breakthrough came in 2021 when he won the UK Championship, signalling his arrival among snooker's elite. He followed this with another impressive victory at the 2022 German Masters, where he whitewashed fellow Chinese player Yan Bingtao 9-0 in the final. This dominant performance put him in rarefied company. Only Steve Davis and Neil Robertson had previously won a two-session ranking final without conceding a frame. His ranking peaked at number 6 in May 2022, and the future looked limitless. Then came the setback that would test his resilience. In January 2023, Zhao's career hit a major obstacle. He was suspended as part of a match-fixing investigation involving 10 Chinese players. While he didn't personally fix matches, he admitted to being party to another player doing so and placing bets. This resulted in a 20-month ban from professional competition. "I have been thoroughly regretting my ignorance and silliness since being suspended a few months ago," he wrote on social media at the time. "I feel ashamed as I disappointed everybody by making a mistake. I just want to say sorry to everyone. I didn't make any profit from it, but I paid a heavy price for my foolishness." During his time away from competition, Zhao maintained a lifestyle that few would expect from someone in sporting exile. His Instagram offered glimpses into his life during the suspension, revealing a mix of luxury, leisure, and preparation for his eventual return. Despite being banned from the World Championship, he spent time in England during 2023. One notable visit was to the British Museum in London. He posted a photo beside the statue of King Ramses II, the ancient Egyptian pharaoh. The 7-ton granite bust stands as the centerpiece of the Egyptian Sculpture Gallery. Another UK adventure took him to the White Cliffs of Dover. His Instagram captured him standing against the dramatic chalk cliffs with the English Channel stretching behind him. On this crisp November 2023 afternoon, he wore a stylish Prada puffer jacket. His travels extended beyond the UK. In his native China, he visited the glittering city of Macau, known for its casinos and vibrant nightlife. An Instagram post showed him with a Burberry jacket, the Macau Eiffel Tower visible in the background. For quieter moments, he retreated to the mountains of Yangshuo, famous for their dramatic karst peaks and tranquil rivers. He posted a photograph of himself beneath the stunning peaks at dusk, with a swimming pool in the foreground. Another Chinese destination was Xining in Qinghai province, where he visited picturesque lakes surrounded by vast plateaus. These moments of solitude in beautiful settings seemed to provide him space for reflection. Just before his ban began, Zhao's taste for luxury took him to Dubai. A striking Instagram post showed him behind the wheel of a bright green supercar, cruising near the iconic sail-shaped Burj Al Arab Hotel. Throughout this period, his beloved Pomshi dog provided constant companionship. His Instagram featured numerous photos of the fluffy pup, showing a softer side to the snooker star. Despite his global adventures, Zhao never strayed far from snooker. His social media included glimpses of practice sessions, with cues in hand and tables set for rigorous drills. This commitment to staying sharp demonstrated his belief in his own redemption. Throughout the ban, snooker legend Stephen Hendry showed consistent support by liking nearly all of Zhao's Instagram posts. When Zhao announced his return in October 2024, Hendry commented simply, "He's back." After completing his suspension in September 2024, Zhao faced the challenge of rebuilding his career from the bottom. He joined the Q Tour, the amateur circuit that serves as a qualification route to the professional tour. What happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Zhao dominated the Q Tour, winning 4 consecutive events between October 2024 and January 2025. This remarkable run included 32 straight match victories. During this period, he made snooker history by achieving the first ever maximum break on the Q Tour. Not content with that milestone, he promptly made a second maximum break in a later tournament. His dominance on the Q Tour guaranteed him a new 2-year professional tour card for the 2025 to 2026 season. It also secured him a spot in qualifying for the 2025 World Championship. Still competing as an amateur, Zhao won 4 qualifying matches to reach the main stage of the World Championship, only the 3rd amateur-ranked player to achieve this feat. From there, his journey became even more remarkable. He defeated Jack Jones, Lei Peifan, and Chris Wakelin to reach the semi-finals. Then came the headline-grabbing victory over his mentor, 7-time champion Ronnie O'Sullivan, whom he beat 17-7 with a session to spare. In the final, he overcame Mark Williams 18-12 to claim the world title. By the end of the World Championship, Zhao had played 49 matches since his suspension, winning an astonishing 47 of them. As a result of his world title victory, he will start the next season ranked 11th in the world rather than without ranking points, as would normally be the case for a returning player. Zhao's career prize money now stands at over £800,000, with his best single season, 2021-22, bringing in approximately £386,350. His recent World Championship victory added another £500,000 to his earnings. His current net worth is estimated at around £1.5 million. But according to Jason Ferguson, chairman of the World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association, this could be just the beginning. Ferguson stated, "I think Xintong has the potential to become the richest earning snooker player in the history of the sport. That's quite a bold statement when you think about the titles players like Stephen Hendry and Ronnie O'Sullivan have won. But the size of the market is huge, and when you see the association of the brands who want to partner with snooker, it has endless potential." Currently, Ronnie O'Sullivan holds the record for career earnings in snooker, with prize money alone around £15 million, before factoring in sponsorship deals and exhibition earnings. Ferguson believes Zhao could surpass this figure, comparing his potential commercial success to that of tennis player Emma Raducanu after her US Open triumph. The Chinese market represents a massive opportunity. As Mark Williams noted after losing the final, "I'm sure there are Chinese companies ready to throw zillions at him. He will be a national hero." Zhao's success has already brought improvements to his lifestyle. His career allows him to enjoy better living standards, luxury travel, top-tier hotels, and the ability to support his family back in China. He's also invested in real estate, though his lifestyle reportedly remains grounded thanks to his family's influence.
I mean, he has got the most boring shot in the world here, but he could just tap the red. What a pot that is. I mean, that is just absolutely ludicrous. But I tell you something, it's clever. And I didn't see it. I mean, look what he's played it, where he's put the cue ball.
People like watching this guy because you can't predict what he's going to do and when.
Oh, really? Really? I mean, come on, sir. What is that? I mean, that is just scary. He's got the easiest shot in the world to push that red onto the other one, and he's dropped it in the middle pocket. Fabulous.
Zhao Xintong has made his position clear. The newly crowned World Snooker Champion believes young players should pack their bags and head to the UK. This directly contradicts what Ronnie O'Sullivan and Judd Trump are doing with their careers. The Chinese star became the first Asian player to win the World Snooker Championship. His 18-12 victory over Mark Williams marked a historic moment for the sport. But perhaps more interesting than his triumph is his advice to upcoming players. "I feel that in the UK, the level of training is better because the players here are more skilled, and it helps to raise your standard. Zhao told the South China Morning Post. He didn't mince words about training conditions elsewhere. On the mainland, for example, the level isn't that high, and the level of competition is also not that high, so your motivation won't be as strong. This stance puts him at odds with two of snooker's biggest names. O'Sullivan received residency in Hong Kong last year. Trump splits his time between Hong Kong and Dubai. Both have moved away from the UK that Zhao considers essential for development. Zhao's journey started when he moved from Shenzhen to Sheffield as a teenager. He trained at Victoria's Snooker Academy, located just a 10-minute walk from the Crucible Theatre. That proximity to snooker's most famous venue shaped his development. Several other Chinese stars have followed similar paths, making Sheffield their base. His advice to aspiring players remains consistent. Focus on your training and believe in yourself. If you have the opportunity, going to the UK is obviously the best. The world champion sees no alternative for serious competitors. If you really want to play professionally, it's definitely better to train in the UK. O'Sullivan takes a different view entirely. The 7-time world champion has practical reasons for his Hong Kong residency. I probably do about 70% of my work in China and Asia now, so I have to make a life here. I have to make a home, he explained to TNT Sports. Business commitments drive his decision. The Rocket praises Hong Kong's benefits beyond work. Obviously, snooker is very popular here as well. Obviously, like myself, someone traveling from another country, the tax is also a good thing. But your food, your culture, it's a great place to live, a great place to be. If you want to live a life, a good life, you should come to Hong Kong. O'Sullivan's plans extend beyond Hong Kong.